everybody, welcome back to another morning word. This is where I just share a couple minutes really to share for my own personal Bible study. Why? I just really felt from God that He wanted the world to see more and more that this book or the Bible can actually take your life from here to here. Because as a man thinketh, so is he. Okay, and if you could think like God, surely your life's going to be better. Surely your business is going to be better. Surely your relationships are going to be better. Surely everything that you do is going to be better, because if you have the wisdom of God, there's nothing that you can't achieve. There's nothing you can't do. And God really wants that. He says, look, God says, I come to bring life and life more abundantly. That's the promise. He says, I want to bring life more abundantly. So, I really pray that you get something from this. Now, I should say I'm not an evangelist, not a pastor or anything like that, just an everyday guy like you, just really believing in this thing and trusting in this book. And I know I've seen it take my life from here to here. So I really pray that God starts speaking to you and you get your own revelation and it kickstarts your own personal Bible study. So let's really get into this. We're going to be reading from the book of Exodus, second book in the Bible, and we're reading from chapter 33, verse 15. And it reads this. And then Moses said to him, this is God now, imagine this. Moses saying to God, if your presence does not go with us, do not send us from here. Wow. I'm going to title this, All the Success, but No God. Now understand this, God had just said to Moses, listen, I'm going to take the people now out of walking around in the desert, and I'm about to take them into the promised land. Listen, the promised land had everything you could dream of. Every good gift, every piece of great food, wealth, prosperity, everything. He says, I'm about to give you all of that, man. Go and enter it. Go, you people go. Because God understood that people wanted success more than they wanted Him. And Moses said, whoa, Lord, no, God. He said, nah, I don't want the success if you ain't going to be there. I don't want to go into the promised land unless you're going to go there with me. Because all the success in the world means nothing unless I have a relationship with you. Nothing unless I have a relationship with you. Because, Moses understood that none of those things are going to last. The car, the fame, the food, the relationship, they don't last. But there's one thing that will last, and that's our relationship with God. And that's the most important. Now, unfortunately, we live in a society now where all people want is success. And they want very little to do with God, even though it's God who gives man the ability to make wealth, or even though it's God who gives man the ability to be successful. Because if you didn't breathe this morning, if your heart wasn't pumping, which you can't control, if the sun didn't come up, which you don't control, if the oxygen and the atmosphere wasn't right, you couldn't breathe, you don't control any of those things, you wouldn't be able to be successful. But we're all like, I don't need God, I've got enough of God. So here's a question in the morning. Do you believe real success can be obtained without God? Now, I know it's a little deep one. For a lot of you may not be believers and stuff like that watching this video. But I really want to get into this. So the lesson of the day is this. Life can never be complete if God is not also in the midst of your life and your success. No matter how much success you obtain. Listen, you can build a great business, but it won't last. You can have a great marriage, okay, but unfortunately someday somebody will pass. You can have all the things that the world says to have to offer, but one day all those things are going to go. But there's one thing that has lasted the test of time, and that's God. And I would rather hold on to something that is imperishable. I'd rather have, all the success in the world, but I'd rather have something that cannot fade. My car, you can buy a brand new 2017 plate, but 5 years, it's an old car. But let me show you something. There is something that never perishes. And that's the love of God, and that's God. And I would really say, listen, go after your success, but not at the consequence, okay, or at the sacrifice of having a relationship with God. And that's really the action of the day. The action of the day is this today. Go for your goals. I'm all for that. Go and chase greatness. Go and chase the success. I'm all for that. But a relationship with God must be your number one priority. I see so many people sacrificing that. And I see so many people at the end go, do you know, was it worth it? I amassed all this money, but was it worth it? I chased all these things, but was it worth it? I guarantee you this, if you pursue a relationship with God, you'll never say, ever, if you really go for it, you'll never say it was a waste of time. And it will never fade, and it will never perish. It will go on to eternity, and it will join us in heaven. So that's my encouragement today. Go and get the success, but not at the sacrifice of a relationship with God. Make that the number one priority. So God bless you. See you soon for another morning word. And as we always say with Gen Hope, God's gift to us is life. What we do with that life is our give back to God. God bless you. See you soon. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get these videos Monday to Friday. You got a backlog as well. We've done like 128 videos now of Morning Word. And we've got Morning with Proverbs as well. So God bless you. Enjoy those videos and we'll see you soon.